Hey everybody, my name's Ed. Okay, so we're going to do another random comics walkthrough. This one's going to be Silver Surfer number 4 from 1987. This is the second volume. Of course, the first volume came out in the late 60s, early 70s. Stanley, John Buscema. It was canceled after about 18 issues or so. And there was kind of this sort of loose moratorium on doing another Silver Surfer ongoing for a long time. Basically, Stan just didn't want anybody else doing it unless it was going to be him. I do believe he did like a one shot with Jack Kirby back in the late 80s, and he might have done another story or two after that. And I guess I don't know what happened. I don't know the behind the scenes story, but obviously the quote unquote moratorium was lifted, and they did this story. They did this ongoing that I think lasted pretty long. I'm pretty sure this volume, excuse me, went like over like 100 issues or so. But anyway, this one is written by Steve Englehart, and the art's by Marshall Rogers. So just take a look at it. Okay, we got a nice ad for M&M's here. So here's the surfer. He's knocked out from his trials and tribulations of the last issue, and he's passed out here. Okay, here go the credits. Steve Englehart, Marshall Rogers, Joe Rubinstein, Workman. I'm pretty sure this is John Workman. Michael Higgins, editor. Jim Shooter, editor-in-chief. And the surfer is found by Mantis. Mantis is a character that Steve Englehart created during his run on the Avengers in the mid 70s. And after he finished his run, he kind of had the character unofficially guest star in other other comics that he was writing for other companies. Although he had to kind of change the appearance a little bit and change the name around, and we'll kind of get to that in a second here. But anyway, Mantis comes floating in, and she sees the surfer. She kind of helps him out, kind of helps heal him. Zittles. Oh, oxy medicine. Or, yeah. Oxy-10 to get rid of pimples, all right. Okay, so they're catching each other up. She's telling him what's going on. He's telling her what's going on. He's got this scrap going on with the elders of the universe and whatnot. Okay. And blah, 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 blah. So these are the guys he's up against. There's a Grandmaster, that's Death. This is Mentor. I think this is in continuity. I think this is the Thanos' dad. Here you can see the Avengers, blah, blah, blah. All right. Okay, so they decide they're going to hang out. Mantis starts telling her backstory, how she was born on Earth, and she met the swordsman, but then she was actually, excuse me, she was actually raised on Titan to, they taught her martial arts and gave her empathic, mental abilities and psychic abilities. And she became the Celestial Madonna. So she was supposed to hook up with this intelligent race of plant people or whatever. And they were going to have a baby that was going to save everyone, I guess. So the idea is supposed to be she was going to be the animal part, the mammal part or whatever, and the tree people were going to be the vegetable part, and they're going to create this whole new being. So anyway, they go out into space, they do this and that, and then she comes back, and she's going to raise the child. This here. Getting back to what I was saying about Mantis appearing in other comics, this panel here is actually a reference to a Justice League of America story. And this part here is, I think, Scorpio Rose. I think here she was named Willow. I can't remember what she was named here. But anyway, she basically says, yes, the child is born and living their life and being cosmic and stuff like that. So basically, I just fly around going from planet to planet doing stuff, and then I ran into you, and I think something crazy is going on with the elders as well. We should team up. And Silver's like, yeah, okay. I knew some of this story already, and I know you're not telling me everything, but all right. Okay, so meanwhile, we have a flashback to the Kree world. Oh, my hand. I'm doing this so I don't drop it while I reach over here and take a sip of coffee. Okay, and here we have this bit here where it says the Skrulls have lost their shape-changing power. So this is something that happened, I think, in an Avengers annual that came out around this time. That was, I believe, written and drawn by John Byrne, or I don't know. I don't know. Wait. Well, let me get it straight. It was a crossover. That's what it was. It was a crossover between John Byrne's Fantastic Four annual and then the Roger Stern Avengers stuff. But I want to say that Byrne actually did the pencils to that Avengers annual. But anyway, at the end of that story, the Skrulls lost their powers. So here we have the Supreme Intelligence. He's the guy who runs the Kree. The Kree. And then here we're back on the Skrull world, and they're trying to figure out what does all this mean for the Kree-Skrull war, right? And then a Celestial shows up on the Skrull home world. Excuse me. Okay, so meanwhile, the Surfer and Mantis decide they're gonna search out the Elders, and they find them on this strange planet. Okay, now here are these guys dreaming their dreams and scheming their schemes. So who do we have? We have the Grandmaster, the Collector, the Runner, the Champion, the Professor. That one I'm not familiar with. The Gardener, the Contemplator. I'm not familiar with him. And then here the caption says, the other four I do not know. All right, so like I said, they're sitting there talking about strategizing and whatnot, and basically it comes down to we must wait a minute, do they say it on this page? Basically what it comes down to is, oh, here it is. It comes down to Galactus must die. But wait, Grandmaster, for I sense we have unwanted visitors. And we find out all along we've been on top of Ego, the living planet. Ton, ton, ton. And then what's this? Oh, comic book convention. Okay. These figures are drawn by John Romita Sr. Okay, that's fun. Drawing comics kit, rulers, inks, pens. All right. Anyway, so then there's kind of a tussle here. It's kind of a fight. All right. Ka-chow. All right. American comics. Okay. Punisher. Avengers versus X-Men. This one I can't read. The Adventurers. All right. So anyway, back to the fight. There's kind of a big dust up, and they get away. And there's looks like Mantis is kind of getting kind of flirty there. And then more next-ish. And what's this here? There's an ad for Incredible Hulk guest starring X Factor. This is when X Factor was the original 5 X-Men. Is the Hulk a mutant? No, I'm Rocky the Flying Squirrel. Top-notch writing there. Okay, ad for subscriptions, bullpen bulletins with a focus on Larry Hama. Freelance script credits, G.I. Joe, Wolfpack, Nth Man. blah 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 blah, a bunch of other stuff. But he's most proud of is GI Joe. That's probably what he's most famous for. Greatest accomplishment outside of comics field is being a bad guy in MASH. Bum, 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 bum. Last good movie I saw is Das Boot. I have yet to have seen Das Boot. I know that's the movie about the German guys, the German soldiers who are trapped on a submarine, and I think the submarine is breaking up or something's going wrong. I don't know. It's something like that. All right. Okay, so that's basically it. Here's an ad for Chips Ahoy. All right. All right. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys have a great day.